How can people tune into that love when they're so used to feeling the fear?
I wish I knew. I don't know y'all, but I think for me, I have to breathe and calm myself. And I told y'all before I've started doing this thing that Sophia, my cat, told me to do. When I wake up in the morning, as I'm wandering around, I say, "Thank you for bringing me through that night. It's a beautiful day in Montana." And I start coming back into my body. Look at that. Look at the hummingbirds. I wonder if the frog is sitting on the edge of that pond, or look at the yellow warblers now migrating through, or the crows, and I start coming into my body. And before I start saying my prayers at night, I sing that little song that I learned at camp years ago. Day is done, gone the sun. What is it? From the hills, from the lakes, from the sky, all is well. Fare ye well, God is nigh. And that is so loving and comforting to me. So I am setting for myself a space. It's different now. Then I start saying all my different prayers and invocations. Then I usually drift off to sleep before I can get them out of my mouth. Now, these days, I'm waking up during the night. Do I have to pee? Maybe. But there's a lot going on, y'all. And what do you do about it? You can't. So I think noticing the self and ask for help. You can say, Spirit, whatever you believe. What is my next step? How do I become more aware of this? What should I do? You'll get help. You'll get help. And you can invoke help for other people if they ask. I don't believe in just praying for everybody. They may not want it. I would choose, if somebody asked me for prayers, that I would light a novena. That's my Catholic. And I will say, in accordance with karma and divine will, I invoke help for you. That way, I'm not demanding they get what healing they think they're supposed to get, or the timing, or the this or the that. And sometimes we can all be pretty desperate. And they will get it. It counts. When you invoke energy from prayer, the same thing happens in your brain as it does when you are helping people out in public or serving. That part of your brain that is selfish doesn't fire. All of a sudden, you get input from the divine that says, I recognize you are recognizing you are part of us. So we're out of the personal. We're out of it. But don't expect this to be easy, y'all. This is going to be cray cray, just nuts. And it's like, Linda, you and I were laughing about, what do you do if you got a house full of family, the kids are acting out, dinner's burned, and it's just chaotic? Sorry, it's chaotic. What do you do? I don't know. You just do it. Keep moving forward. That's what I have to do. Keep moving forward. Tom's grandson is here, who's 9. He's adorable. But he's loud. He's a little Aquarian. Oh my God. He's loud. I'm not used to that. So I will excuse myself, go into a different part of the house. I don't say anything. Let him loud himself do what he wants. He's not being abusive. It's a different situation. So how can you modify your life to where you are allowing other people to live theirs, but you have good boundaries? Now, there's been times where Liam was down in the tub fighting the Third World War with his little ships and waters everywhere. I went down, I'm like, dude, outside voice. That's an outside voice. And he stopped. So you do have boundaries, and you're going to have boundaries with other people, with David beings. It's like the fairies in my little museum here, the Cabinet of Curiosities. I couldn't clean that room out for a year. They would not let me do anything but vacuum. I had a quarter inch of dust on all my skulls, all my little this, all my that. No, 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 no. So when Tom went on his 3-week trip, a lot of them went with him. I'm like, oh my God, it's quiet in here. So I cleaned it out. But I was respecting their boundaries because they help around here. They help a lot. And when they came back, there was a little argument, little hands on the hips argumentation. But Celeste, this little 2 or 3 foot house fairy, she calmed them down. She's more intelligent. And it's fine. They're sitting in there now playing cards. How do I see that? I don't know. Maybe I'm batshit crazy. But that kind of crazy means that you're seeing something that is psychotic. Psychotic means a break with the physical world. But I can live in both at the same time. I've been trained to do that. But that's my stuff. There's plenty I can't do. I can put in a light bulb, but it may end there. So you have to pick and choose, y'all, with these times we're in. You're going to have boundaries. You're going to have to be allowing. And you are going to have to be able to treat these so called alien visitors as guests.
That insight is so hopeful because we often don't think about things as how we're serving others. We worry about how it's affecting us.
So we're all just selfish. I mean, we have that selfish piece. And it's self preservation in a lot of ways, too. You have to. There's all kind of stories about people who don't take care of themselves. Come on. The boundary violators will run your life. So you do have to do both. But that's very personal. It's a very personal choice.
So it's that balance between compassion for self and compassion for others, even off
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Even off worlders, I haven't figured it out. You know, I've had experiences. Y'all have had experiences that you can't explain. But we're trying to explain it with the rules that we have. And the rules are kind of changing a little bit. We're heading into a kinder world, a world with more light, with more illumination, with less destruction. Not this year or next year, maybe not for years, but it's coming. And we're doing it gradually. And with the advent of AI and with the opening up of what you call alien communication, it's going to bring a lot of that very fast into our own world. And that's a gift, that's a grace from God.
I so appreciate you describing this peaceful, compelling future that's not based in fear and urgency and um, terror and war. So it's really lovely having these conversations because we can get curious about things without being afraid of them.
And I would encourage you guys to have this same kind of conversation when you hear it come up with other people, to be the calm voice in the wilderness and to be the wise person to help other people feel calm.
Let's all aspire to that. That's a wonderful idea. If we can all try to help each other stay calm, then it will be a much more calm world. Thank you so much, Soli.
Thank you, Linda. Be well, everybody.